Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. Our sister Jada Pinkett Smith was just saying how she contemplated suicide often in the past. And she was just saying that one thing I've learned in my life over the years is that mental health is something we should practice daily, not just when issues arise. We should take care of our mind and spirit in the same way we do our body. With the suicides of Kate and Anthony, it brought our feelings of when I was in such despair and had considered the same demise often. Pinkett Smith often explained how she takes care of her mental health now. What I eat, what I watch on TV, what music I listen to, how I care for my body, my spiritual practice, what people I surround myself with, the amount of stress I allow, and so on, either contribute to or deteriorate my mental health, she stated. And mental health is very, very important as we are spiritual beings. You know, if our spiritual game is not right, then our mental game is not right. If we are not in harmony with our Creator, if we are not doing things that feed our soul, which is the essence of our being, if we are not fulfilled in this life, if we are not feeding our purpose for living, then all of those things help to put us in a mindset that is not conducive to growth. You know, but no matter what we have going on in our lives, we have to understand that our Creator doesn't allow us to go through anything that we cannot bear. We are much, much stronger than we think we are. Especially black people, as much hell as we have caught over here in the hells of North America for 400 years. We are a very, very strong people. You know, that's why most people, when they go through just a fragment of what we go through, man, they lose their minds and they check out of here. The stress level on most people in black America and what we have to endure in corporate America. I know, I've lived it, I've been there, so I can only testify myself of being a black man in corporate offices and having swagger or having a overachieving type mentality, right? Where I'm trying to be the best at whatever I do. And the hatred that comes along with that from other white men, right? Their antennas begin to elevate out and pick up the signal or the frequency of greatness emanating from a black man. So I know the stress level on black men out here, and I know there are a lot of suicides coming from the black community, from people going through abnormal amounts of stress. But let me say, your life is valuable. Never take the life that your Creator gave to you. Nothing can be that bad. Nothing. I don't care if you lose your job, you lose your residency, you know, you end up on the street. Never on the street, never take your life. Because the further we go down into the depths of society, that's just the higher we can springboard back up. What the Creator is trying to do is fashion you for a greater realm of service. Whenever He allows you to go down into the bowels of society, where you experience some of the lowest manifestations of reality, then that means that He wants to lift you back up so that you can relate to those who live under those type of conditions, where I have seen many of our people in tents under bridges, but yet still surviving, still living, still have not took their life. Never take your life. You're precious. You're valuable. And it's something in your experience that our Creator wants to use to give life to others. No test, no testimony. Huh? A person who hasn't been through anything can relate to the afflictions of the masses of the people. And as the economy of America continues to deteriorate, as America is over $20 trillion in debt, homelessness is going to be so prevalent in America. It's right around the corner. America is going to be a third world country. And we have to have a sense of community where we look out for each other, not this big I, little you spirit. Because your job that you have, you could go in and get laid off tomorrow. Most people are only a paycheck 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 away from those streets. That's a reality. So, it takes a village to maintain a community, right? Not just a village to raise a child. We are our brothers and sisters' keeper. So we should never look down on each other. We should never look down on our brothers and sisters we see in the streets, because that could be one of us tomorrow. None of us know what trials are ahead. Some people say, well, I got food stored for a few months. Okay, what if a tornado come through? What if a flood come through or something and wipe all that away? You see, that's why we should all be humble, because you will never know what lands at your door. We'll never know what comes to our door, So I just wanted to bring that up, stay prayed up, tap into your spiritual self. That's the greatest realm of life that you really want to tap into is your spiritual self. And once you're on a spiritual plane, once you're on a spiritual journey, then when you're on that realm, when you're vertically growing, then you're really not too worried about your physical reality. I mean, we all desire the finer things in life, but once you're on a spiritual realm, your mind is on another level that the physical can't confront. The physical can't overcome when you're on a spiritual journey, right? So, stay prayed up, be around positive people. You can't be around miserable people. Misery loves company, right? Because they're not doing anything productive. They don't have anything going for themselves. So they just want to bring you down with them. No, keep positive company. Keep people that's doing something, that's studying something, that's learning something, that's growing, that got businesses, that's social beings. We're naturally social beings. Our Creator made us to socialize with other people, right? So there's just a few things I thought about. Keep your spiritual health up, which will in return help with your mental health. That's why a lot of times you see people, knowledgeable, successful people with money, they hit a block in the road, but because they didn't have their spiritual game right. Oftentimes, because you ain't got that spiritual game right, you get uprooted and you take the very life that your Creator gave to you because you didn't understand the lesson that your Creator was trying to give to you, right? In everything in life, there's a lesson if we would be mindful of what is the Creator trying to teach me in this trial, in this circumstance, in this situation. that's going to help me grow. Everything is about elevation. No matter if you lose some, if you lose a loved one, we might lose mother, father, sister, brother. It's a lesson in that. Our Creator wants us to depend on Him, because it was Him that fashioned us in our mother's womb, that grew us from a clot into an embryo, into a fetus. So that we may give thanks. It's a lot of children that die in the embryonic stage, that die in the fetal stage, right? But He allowed us to make it, So we should just give thanks for being able to come into a universe that we did not create, that was here before us, and that's going to be here when we're gone off the scene. So everything is about giving thanks, right? It's your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing off. Peace.